What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Wall Street Bets, yet coming at you with a live stream. We are going to talk about SOS as well as a few other stocks today. And we're going to talk about how the market is doing as a whole and where do we expect this thing to land. I will begin speaking about it at 8:05. So if you guys can please share the link, get this thing growing. Three more minutes, guys. Two more minutes, guys. Share the link so we can get as many people in this live stream as possible. All my SOS shareholders out there, can you please share this link on Stock Wits? Top 5 trending stocks. We need to get as many people in here as possible. They need to know what is going on with SOS and the potential we have here, guys. 1 minute and counting. One more minute, guys, and I will. 8:05, I'll begin to speak on the topic. 8:05 just struck, and here we go, guys. So today, as a market as a whole, guys, as you can see, everything closed red, but our powerhouse SOS did close green, guys, due to the fact that it's undergoing a gamma squeeze. I speak on this a lot. But we are a long ways away from a short squeeze. The float is too high as of right now, but that's why we are looking for institutional investors. In order to land those, guys, we have to continue to create a frenzy around SOS Limited. And the way we can do that, we can take over Webull by doing as such. Go over to SOS. Okay, guys, when you're talking about SOS, hit the comment section, of course, post. This is what a lot of people don't do here in SOS, guys. We need those hashtags. Let me show you. This is very important to keep our name relevant. Hit SOS. And as you can see, guys, we should be using this hashtag with 102 comments. We want to take those top 3 spots. As you can see, it's not much competition, guys. We have the numbers to at least take the OCGN spot, guys. We need to get top 3 tier far as the hashtags go. Keep doing what we're doing, man. The frenzy is getting larger and larger. And a lot of people try to compare us to GME and AMC situation, but this thing is totally different, guys, due to the fact that this stock, SOS, is a worldwide stock. I have a lot of subscribers from Taiwan and China, Japan, all over Asia asking about SOS. Can I talk more about SOS? Price target on SOS. They're just SOS crazy, and so are we, guys. But a lot of people do not know that SOS does not have to pay those taxes that a lot of these companies is going to have to pay during the Biden administration. So when a lot of institutional investors figure that out, they're going to come crawling with their checkbooks. That is another thing to look at. But as you can see today, the volume was quite low, guys. We need to get that volume up, and the only way to do that, we have to create the frenzy, just like GME did and AMC as well. That is a very low volume, but every day when we get on these platforms, we should be checking that free float. As you can see, it's 172.74 million as of right now. We need to get that thing lower and lower to cause the short squeeze, guys. That is very, very important. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, this is a stock that a lot of people jumped on this week. MVIS Microvisions is said to be Wall Street's Bets newest target. And I feel strong about that, but Nokia, I'll speak on Nokia next. But I honestly believe that Microvision's gamma squeeze can come, I mean, not gamma, but short squeeze can come faster than it took GME's, due to the fact that the fundamentals behind this stock, and it already has institutional investors drooling all over this thing. So when you want my buying strategy for Microvisions to only buy this thing on a red day, if you look at this volatility, it is just very, very strange, as well as the options trading that's going on in Microvisions. It is something I never seen before. It is more bizarre than GME. But on the other hand, this free float is smaller than GME's by a lot, by a ton, guys. But the volume here is very, very high. And it's been high for the last 4 days of trading. Yeah, MVIS, I don't think it's over with yet, but it is going to start slowing down. I can't say it's over with yet just because of the volume. And as you can see here, if we go down to the order flow distribution, guys, that inflow just annihilated the outflow. Only thing concerns me here is that large. That large frightens me. I'm still sitting at a high position here at MVIS, guys. I'll let you check this one out. Is that on my other profile? Yeah, it's on my other one, guys. No, it's on this one. Yeah, yesterday I bought in 9 shares just to see what it'd do for my subscribers. It was like a trial and error thing. And as you can see, I am in the red, but I do plan on holding this thing. I do think I will see green gains very, very soon due to the fact of the volatility and how much talk is going around this thing. But far as earnings come tomorrow, I do think it will infect the stock by a lot. We have a good earnings call coming far as the estimate, but I'm very intrigued to see what the actual is. As you can see here, I'll show you the financials. This is another thing you have to look at, guys, before you invest in any stock. This thing right here, that's a pretty good balance sheet. Microvisions has a pretty darn good balance sheet. Just look at the total assets compared to the total liabilities. You cannot go wrong, guys. The only thing that is concerning a lot of investors is a lot of people is talking about calling this a pump and dump. But I don't think that's the case here. I think people just want to lock in some gains and they're going to keep house money in there. But once the institutional investors start come crawling to this thing, Microvisions will be trading between $50 and $75. That is well known, and everybody is waiting to see that happen. Another stock, Nokia, someone just asked me to speak about. First thing first, I do not trade Nokia. I never bought any, guys. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to look at the balance sheet and determine if I would touch this stock. The EPS is looking pretty good as far as the last Q goes, but that estimate is very, very low for this one. So I expect them to beat that. Another thing I wanted to show you guys was this freaking balance sheet, man. That total assets to total liabilities looks okay, but that debt to asset ratio is not cool with me. Let's check out the peer comparison on that. It's 55 out of 98, not too bad, but that is still a high percentage. 65.34 is something I would not look to invest in on the long term. But for those have been in Nokia for a while, you guys know how this thing's trade in the pattern. So with that being said, I will rate this as a fair buy, not a major buy, and not a total walk away. Another stock that a lot of people has been asking me to talk about is MDLY. This is what we call a micro float stock. Stocks like these can be easily manipulated by groups like us, guys. Why? Because of that free float. This thing has less than 1 million shares of free float to buy. I believe us in these Reddit groups, as well as the Discord groups that I deal with, we can buy all those shares, guys. We have enough buying power to do that. And once those free floats get under 100K, that's when the shares becomes a commodity itself, a limited one at that. So price and demand will come into effect, and that will skyrocket this stock as well. This stock has short interest as well, so that will fluctuate the price as well. If we do decide to all go in on a micro float stock, can some of you guys do a little DD out there and come up with a good one for us? That'll be total awesome. But I like this one. As you can see here, I'll show you the balance sheet on this thing. I always got to check out that balance sheet, man. Total liabilities is just outpacing the floor. But in a stock like this, in order to drive the price up, we really don't need to look at the balance sheet, man. Just cost and demand will rise this thing. But I do not like that debt to asset, nor do I like this balance sheet at all. This is, whoa, 456.22% debt to asset ratio. That is scary, guys. As far as long term, I wouldn't touch MDLY, but as far as a swing trade, this thing can blow up any day now. We see it happen all the time, as you can see here in the daily chart. This thing is just all over the place. As you can see, it spiked all the way to $12.71 that day and came back down. This happens frequently here in MDLY, guys. These are the days that the free float drops under 100K. That's when you tend to see MDLY spike up, and that happens often. So if you guys want to jump on that, that's something to look into. A lot of guys been asking about the Discords that we've been using as far as TTM trading, and now we are having a alliance with Apes of Wall Street, guys. These guys are not playing any games. They take their trading very, very seriously over there. I recommend you get over there, join the Discord. Apes of Wall Street, it's in the description, guys, as well as TTM Trading. Get over there as well. Flood the Discord, and when you get over there, tell them Bolo sent you, guys. I'm about to show you a little conversations that we be having over here at the Discord. When you get over here, guys, let's find somebody to pick on, man. Who is we gonna come over to the, as you can see, this is the Apes of Wall Street Reddit page, guys. If you're looking at the conversations, man, they are taking this very seriously. Wesley Pipes, man. When you get over here, man, everybody at Wesley and give him the thumbs up, man. Wesley, you are the pick of the day. We're going to pick on you when we get over here to the Discord. The other Discord I use, guys, and this is like one of the first ones I started to use, is, as you can see here, TTM Trading. The link to this as well is in the description as well, guys. So get over there to TTM Trading, and the guy I want you to pick on over here, he knows I'm gonna say it. Captain. Look for this guy right here at Captain and give him a thumbs up and tell him Bolo sent you, guys. This guy is hilarious, man. He has good analysts. He does good analysts on stocks, man. He knows what he's talking about. So if you have any question, want to see any technical analysis, get over to the TTM Trading Discord and ask Captain, man. He is driving this ship, and I'm something like the skipper. So back to the stocks we are talking about. Stocks that I do think is going to gain momentum within the next 7 days of trading would be Recon, for sure, guys. I am very bullish on Recon. I want to show you this daily chart to show you how strong this stock is. As you can see, look at that daily chart. That is a type of chart you want to invest in, guys. That is what you call a healthy uptrend. We see a steady uptrend, recline, and it uptrends again, guys. This is the type of chart that appeals to me. But the only concern I have with this stock is the industry that is in. It is a oils industry. They don't actually mine the oil, but they make the machinery that does it. And another thing that a lot of people is afraid of is Chinese-based companies. But we all love SOS. So if we can take a swing at SOS, I mean, we can take a swing at Recon as well. Another stock that I do truly believe is a winner in my book is Recourse Systems. This is another strong stock. Look at that daily chart, guys. Just look at it. I mean, steady upwards movement. And when it reclines, it doesn't recline too much, guys. This thing is trading on its fundamentals, and it has very, very strong fundamentals. And I like what I see here. He says, GGI and RECT might be ripe for a GME mod buy. What you guys think about that? Say something in the comment section about that one, man. But as you can see here, let's check out the analyst ratings on this stock. It is rated a buy, guys. And as you can see here, the price target, it's not even at its low, but we are getting closer and closer. If you look at the daily chart on that steady climb, that is a nice steady climb. That is something that I want to see before I invest in any stock. Another stock that I am very bullish on is CTRM, aka the flying ship. I preach about this all the time. What company do you guys see very often that expands its fleet or any part of its company during a crisis that is affecting its company? We know COVID affected the dry bulk sector as a whole, but during that time, CTRM was able to extend its fleet and build upon its brand. How was they able to do that? Let me show you this balance sheet, guys. Now, this is why I don't understand how is CTRM falling behind. Look at this balance sheet. Let me go to the financials, man. I don't see balance sheets like this ever. Oh my God. Look at that thing. Total assets compared to total liabilities. And what debt to asset? It's not even there. Why? Because they don't have any. Look at this thing. It ranks number 1. Debt to asset ratio, guys. This is... So why isn't people jumping on CTRM? I couldn't answer that question, man. I am fathomed by that. The balance sheet is awesome. We know global economy depends on dry bulk shipping, and shipping as a whole. That is a global necessity. So why is this stock underperforming right now? Shorts, man. That's all I can say, man. The shorts hate to see a company like this, and they want to take advantage of it. They take advantage of it by shorting the shares. They know people are going to buy this thing. Just look at the balance sheet. It's a perfect stock to be in, and a perfect sector to be in. Dry bulk is coming back with a boom, and CTRM charter prices is going to be the cheapest charter prices out there, guys. They've been speaking on that. Every time they come out with a news article, they speak on their charter prices. Why? Because they're the cheapest around and they have new vessels. They will be the front runner when dry bulk is up and running at 100%. You can bet your bottom dollar on that, guys. If you look over here at the analyst ratings and go down to the support and resistance line, that is a wide range. Meaning we can see volatility in this stock any day. We can see it shoot up 40%, shoot down 30%, man. So if you see this thing tank 15, 20% one day, you should be buying that dip, guys. As you can see here, the short interest is quite fairly high. I wouldn't say it's extremely high, but it's a fair rating far as short interest go. So if you guys like to stick it to the shorts, this is a stock you should be in. Another thing that a lot of people isn't doing is buying the dip, guys. I know a lot of people want to jump in their stock with their biggest purchase, but that's not how you go about things in a volatile market like this. If you have $1,000 as far as buying power go, you want to make your initial buy-in in any stock during a volatile market a 10% buy-in of your buying power. A lot of people tend to use all their buying power on their entry into a stock, and it goes down, and now they're just burnt. You lose your opportunity to average down when you buy big, your initial buy. That's why I tell guys, when you get out there in the pre-market, always use that 10% and see where it goes during the trading day. I don't like to buy shares during the trading day unless I see a dip. If I see a significant dip, that's when I jump on the bandwagon, guys. I buy as many as I can. And far as how do I go about investing into a stock, what I do is, man, I evaluate the company without looking at the balance sheet, the market cap, any of that. And I tell myself, I believe this company is a 2 billion market cap company. And if I look at it and it's less than 2 billion, that's a company I will invest in. But if it's more than 2 billion, I will leave it alone, because I believe the stock is now overvalued and it's trading above its fundamentals. That is something you need to take into consideration before you buy into any stock in a market like this. Now, guys, a lot of people have been asking me, when will this super volatile market go away? Once the economy is sure in which direction it is headed, that's when we will see the volatility slow down. Far as rebuilding infrastructure, they don't know what company they're going to be using as a mainstream. They don't know in which direction they should pull forward or backwards towards. But I do think, as far as electric vehicles goes, guys, that is going to be big in everywhere around the world. So if you can get in it now, I will take advantage of that. My favorite EV stock is NIO, guys. I do like Tesla, but I don't look at Tesla as a EV company. I look at it as a tech company because all the things that Tesla has going around it. Yeah, MVIS quarter earnings will be released tomorrow. I will be live streaming that, guys. That I'm so stoked about that. I can't wait to see what they say. A lot of talks have been going around MVIS. Another stock that I like to trade is JAGX. I was trading this thing around in August, And I did see this thing hit $4 before, guys. So while it's sitting at $1.66, I know in my mind that this thing is undervalued. Just look at what it deals with. This is a biotech company that is focused on developing and commercializing novel sustainability and gastro products for both human use and animal on a global basis. This is not just a American-based company, guys. They deal with every continent on this green earth, guys. Their name is out there, and not only that, they deal with pets, which a lot of people acquired pets during the COVID crisis. That's why this stock here, JAGX, is a big buy. If you ask me, at $1.66, you guys should be loading up on JAGX whenever you guys can. That goes to those who already is trading this stock and know and have the confidence in it. Do not invest into any stock because I am telling you to, or that I am doing it. Get out there and do your own DD. And when you do your due diligence, a lot of people tend to forget the most important thing of doing due diligence on a company is doing due diligence on its peers, guys. Its competition is just as important as doing it on the company that you are investing in. And you want to compare it to the closest competitors, far as number wise. If it's the 14th, ranked 14th, you want to look at 12 and 13 and look at number 1 and compare the 4, guys. That's how you do your DD. Another thing, when you invest into a sector, a lot of people want to invest into the traveling sector, guys. The way I will go about that is just do not invest in the airlines. You have to invest in the airlines, the hotels, as well as the traveling, such as Hertz. Not Hertz, we already know they bankrupt, but you know, the car rental places, as well as Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, because when people take these trips, they need transportation and somewhere to stay. So you want to make money all across the board when people make or take vacations, guys. That is how the big investors do it. They invest into a whole sector, so it's a snowball effect. So one thing affects the other stock. As you can see, when summer is full-fledged, guys, we know that airlines is gonna boom, as well as Airbnbs, as well as car rental places, because people love to take trips, and those are 3 necessities when you take any trip, guys. Another thing I wanted to speak on is GME. Yeah, you know I can't do a video without speaking about GameStop, ticker symbol GME. Okay, guys, this was a wild ride. We're going to look at the monthly chart on this one. So as you can see, guys, 4 months ago, it doesn't even seem that it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but it seemed like it was just like a week ago we've seen that high of 483. But it was actually higher than that, guys. I remember GME hitting 550 in the pre-market that day. But let me tell you how my story went with GME. I bought in at GME at $42. I sat around, watched it go all the way up to $235, then shoot back down to $90. That's when I bought more shares. And then I want to say 2 days later, I woke up seeing it in the pre-market at $550. And you know what I did? Nothing. I got greedy, guys. Didn't sell. Waited 2 more days and sold around the 350 club. Man, that hurted me. I was hurt behind that. That's why they say don't get greedy in the market, in a volatile market, because you never know, guys, where it's going to land next. But as you can see here in GameStop, and another thing I want to speak on, bro, is the articles on Webull. Do not let that sidetrack you, because sometimes they try to deterrent you in such a way that it's manipulative. So for instance, when GME was running up, I seen all these articles about Hello Kitty losing his his license or something to trade. What does that have to do with me buying GME? It made me buy more, actually. But we all know in stocks, good publicity and bad publicity is all good publicity. Only thing we don't want to see is bad news on a stock. We can care less what an article has to say. Only thing we care about is the fundamentals and loving the stock. Now, guys, let me go back to SOS because it is a lot of talk about this thing coming Monday. In case you guys did not hear about the news, SOS will be undergoing a full-fledged push Monday morning, guys. We are trying to get the word out there. TTM Trading, as well as Apes of Wall Street, as well as the Wall Street Bets low cap Reddit page. You guys should get over there and join the Wall Street Bets low cap Reddit page. And now we just teamed up with SOS Limited Reddit page. It is official, guys. We was once a big three. Now we are a supercharged team of 4 pushing SOS Limited stock Monday to the moon. In case you guys did not know about that, spread the word. And oh yeah, guys, before I end this live, can you please follow me at Head of WSB. I share videos on here, SOS videos mainly. In order to us to keep this frenzy going, I will need you guys to follow me and retweet those videos that I put out there so more people can see them. And oh yeah, guys, can you please share my videos on StockWits top 5 trending stocks so we can keep this SOS frenzy going. Wall Street Bets out.